Mephiles appears to have headed for those ruins. He's probably looking for the Chaos Emerald that's supposed to be there.
There's no doubt in my mind. His movement shows he's seeking any Chaos Emerald he can find. Supposedly, he needs one in order to join with Iblis again.
I will seal him before that.
Oh boy, we're in the final part of Shadow the Hedgehog, and we have this godforsaken hovercraft section. And yes, I am being sarcastic right now. Part of it is me being sarcastic, part of it is me being exhausted from this fucking stage. Yes, because this hovercraft section is the worst here in Dusty Desert, which is the final stage in Shadow's story. And right now, we have to go right in between the towers right here. We gotta go in between the pillars. And if you mess up, you have to go around and do it again to proceed. It's one of those stages where you can't proceed forward unless you do a certain objective. It's really odd. And the worst part is we have to control this godforsaken hovercraft in the sand. What sense does that make? Now I understand that a hovercraft, you can use it on land, sea, and air, but it would have made more sense. Wouldn't it have made more sense to have the Jeep in this section? I would have loved to ride the Jeep in this section. You know, it's a shame I didn't have the Jeep for that long in White Acropolis. I hardly even had the Jeep in Crisis City. It's a shame, but we're done for that godforsaken section, thankfully. And now we're in the inside of Dusty Desert. And I love the inside of the desert. I almost died right there. I'll take that medal to go. And I love the inside here. It looks way different than Silver's playthrough. I love the inside of the caverns. It looks beautiful. Nice attention to detail, SEGA. Like I said, in Shadow's story, I do love the attention to detail. Not only with the enemies, but also with the level aesthetics. You know, like I said, I'll give them credit. Alright, now we have this part right here, but we're Shadow, so we'll have an easier time here, because with Silver, we did have to use our psychic abilities, and we had to use Amy, but that was early in the, but for Silver, nice close-up there, Omega. That was obviously intentional there by SEGA. Alright, now we get to use Omega, that's cool. Shadow and Omega, baby. Yeah, I love the fact you don't get to use Rouge here, because Omega's a badass. Really is. Alright, I got this part right here. We just skip all this shit just by hovering. Yeah, suck it, Silver. And we have no ball puzzle here, thank Christ. Because seriously, like, the ball puzzle, like, there's no way in hell I could ever do the ball puzzle legitimately. You know, when I saw that glitch, I said to myself, oh, okay, thank God, there is a way to avoid all this shit. Because this game, you know, with this game's, you know, physics, you know, like I said, you have to use it to your advantage to break the game more so than it already is, to skip certain obstacles. Like right here, just skip all this shit. We don't have to do any of that platforming. Like, why do you even bother adding platforming sections for a character that can hover? What is the point of that? It's fucking stupid. You know, it's stupid, it really is. You know, like, you know, but obviously here we're solving puzzles because we're inside the, you know, the Dusty Desert, which is the final stage of the game before we get to Mephiles. So now we gotta solve puzzles. Lovely. Whatever. Yeah, thankfully the sand here is not instant death, by the way. It just pushes you back. You motherfucker. That's fine. I don't mind the obstacles. They're there for a reason. Alright, let's just take all these enemies out. And at this point of the game, you know, Shadow's already fully leveled up. So taking out these enemies will be a hell of a lot easier. Yeah, so for Shadow's story, I'm gonna be honest, I did have a good time. I had a better time with Shadow's story than I did with Sonic's, I'm gonna be honest. Because, like I said, I don't know why. You know, I don't know why, I mean. Is it just because I'm a little biased because because Shadow's cool and all? I don't know, maybe. And, oh, and by the way, Dark, if you're watching this playthrough, this is for you, buddy. I know you love Shadow the Hedgehog. I know you're a big-time hardcore Shadow fan. You know, I just want to say this is for you, buddy. I was doing my best not to fuck up on purpose, but those deaths were not my fault, honest to God. So, if you're gonna write in the comments section like, oh, he's messing up on purpose with all these deaths making Shadow look bad. I'm not, man. So, it's for you, buddy. I know you're a hardcore Shadow fan, so... You know, I wanted to make sure I did Shadow justice, which I did. You know, but when it's something that's out of my control, you know, I have to fault the game for that, not myself. Alright, get that free one up. We're almost done right here. Just take this enemy out, and then we'll do some acrobatics. Fuck yeah. I missed that in Sonic games, doing acrobatic flips like that. That was really cool. Alright, we'll see you in the next part.
Mephiles!
I was expecting you sooner. As you must know, you're already too late. But there's still time for you to change your mind. Join me, Shadow. Let us teach this world a lesson and rewrite the future.
Don't try to deceive me.
What?
You have no desire for revenge. You only crave destruction. Your only lust is to fuel Iblis until there is nothing left of time itself.
It's a pity, Shadow the Hedgehog. Truly a shame that you wish to go against me.
Alright, now we're taking on Mephiles Phase 2, and this boss fight is similar to the first phase of the boss fight. And I actually find this boss fight a lot easier than the first phase because, it's more strategic than the first phase, because the first phase you had like almost 60 or 100 Mephiles clones trying to dogpile you. But at least this time, you know, you have Omega and Rouge by your side. You know, they're just being, they're just being good sports, and now you have this giant-ass Mook at you. It's not too difficult to take down. Just homing attack the damn thing. You know, just hit the core and that's it, and stun lock it, but I get fucking hit. Doesn't matter. Obviously, the name of the game is War of Attrition. Yeah, so you gotta hit this thing so many times, and you have to build your Chaos Meter again. So obviously, this boss fight's gonna take a while, because we have to hit this thing so many times to fill up our Chaos Boost Meter in order to attack Mephiles again. So it's it's one of those scripted events. It's not that bad. You just have to deal with two of these mooks, attack them, stun them, collect their energy, and then just wait for your Chaos Meter to refill. Then activate your Chaos ability, or I forgot what its name was. I think it was Chaos Snap or whatever the fuck it was called. I get manners. They all suck in this game. All right, so after that, you know, one more attack should be able to give us enough of Chaos Meter. And that's it. Now we can find the real Mephiles and just kick his ass. Yeah, so this version is a little bit easier. Like I said, look at that. Look at his health bar. He's already half dead already. This fight's a joke, believe it or not. Kind of a letdown. Yeah, so obviously, Shadow's ending is kind of odd. It's a throwback to Sonic X, obviously. That whole... You'll see what I'm talking about. But we're almost done with this stupid boss fight. And I just want to point that out before we go to final story. So, yeah. So, obviously, Mephiles is out of our way. So, before we get to the final cutscene, I just wanted to say that, you know, it was a cheap... You know, the way, you know, the Team Dark story ends, it's a nice throwback to Sonic X. Just wanted to point that out. Alright, I'll see you all for final story, and I'll join you in for that part.
Destroyed!
The Eye of Now absorbed your power through your shadow in the past. What may have worked 10 years ago no longer does. You must realize now that you cannot hope to stop me with your limited power.
So you say?
It's futile. The world will betray you. Why fight at all? Why risk your life for those who will persecute you later?
If the world chooses to become my enemy, I will fight like I always have.
Determination of the strong.